Get ready to enter the ring of innovation. Week of AI is here, and it's time to train your mind. Get ready to tune in to our amazing lineup of heavyweight AI champions. Let's start your training now as you learn from the best and brightest minds in education. Week of AI is a free week-long conference packed with knowledge, inspiration, and groundbreaking insights. Whether you're a seasoned AI pro or just stepping into the ring, this is your chance to spar with the best minds in education. Don't miss out, register now, and let's knock out the boundaries of possibility together. Get in the ring. The future of AI starts here. Welcome, everybody. We're excited for Week of AI and super excited to have the entire Rosebud team here with us today to go over the rules and overview of our Game Jam competition. We have Lisha, Farida, Roberto, and Jason, and they're going to guide you through the rules and give you a little tutorial to give you a leg up. So if you're tuning in, you're going to go in already knowing a little bit about where to start, how to clone a game, and what to do. Go ahead and drop where you're from in the comments, and I'm going to let the team kind of run through introductions of themselves.
Excellent. Well, thank you for having us, Amanda. This is so exciting, and I love that intro. By the way, that was really on point. So yeah, I mean, we're the Rosebud team. Have about half of us here today, and Farida, Roberto, and Jason prepared a really awesome tutorial for you guys on how to get started on Rosebud. Our really simple one-liners. We're trying to make it easy to make games for anyone, especially if you don't even know how to code. And we're doing that with the help of AI. So if you can describe the game you want to make, then you should be able to make a game. And so we're building the platform to help you do that. And so we're just thrilled to be connected with Amanda because I think there's a lot of educational potential here. And so we're here to learn how to make this better for educators and for students. And so, here to kind of listen and see how this game jam can really inspire some creative pieces from all of you. So, okay, I'll pass it on to...
Quick shout out, Dr. Harvis is in the house. He's tuning in from New Zealand. We got Melissa from Mississippi. So excited for Week of AI. Keep dropping the comments in.
Great. Yeah. Good to see some new faces. And so I will pass it on to Farida and to share with you how to get started on our platform.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Lisha. Thank you so much, Amanda, for having us and for just hosting such an amazing event. And we're just super thrilled to be on Week of AI participating, and, starting education in the AI Game Jam is just, super exciting for us. So right now we'll share a couple of details. So Jason will switch over to the details slide. Cool. So the theme is education and AI, and Game Jam deadline is May 10th. So it will start today. And the prize pool is $500. The first place is getting $250. Second place is getting $150. Third place is getting $75. And we also have a bonus prize for most liked tweet, $25. So here you will also see like a neat scannable QR code that you'll be able to use for instant Rosebud access. And you should use code WeekofAI to bypass our waitlist because we're still in closed beta and we're onboarding select groups of people who are really interested in using Rosebud and being pioneers here. So in order to participate, you will develop your game using play.rosebud.ai and use the code WeekofAI for immediate access. Then you will publish your creation on Twitter by May 10th. Make sure you tag Amanda, you tag Rosebud, and use hashtag WeekofAI 2024 and Rosebud Game Jam. And then you should submit a game link and Twitter link to the special form and go over to our Discord server where we showcase our user games in Games Showcase channel. And Yep, I think this is it. It sounds really long, but we just want to make sure that you share this on Twitter so that we can boost up your games, and we can make sure that you share your games in our Discord server. We have 20,000 game developers and supporters of AI in games that would love to check it out. All right, let's switch over to the next slide, Jason.
And that the Discord is a great place to start if you don't know where to start. There's so many wonderful tutorials and just help, and the community there is very helpful. They're great cheerleaders. So if as you're creating, you've got your testers of your game right there.
Exactly. Well, Amanda has been active in our Discord server, and she has been inviting a lot of educators and just people like interested in making games with AI, and we've seen them shout her out. So special thanks again to Amanda for our new users of Rosebud. So yeah, super excited to see lots more join from this game jam and Week of AI participants. Cool. Let's switch over to the next slide. Right now we'll be doing a live walkthrough of play.rosebud.ai. And Jason will just click over the link and we'll go there. And we just wanted to walk you through the interface so that you have a better understanding. So after you join with the code WeekofAI, you will see this homepage. And the first thing you see here is trending projects. So trending projects over here are just like a super wide variety of different games. And
I spy Jonathan Nalder, the MDRS Chat Simulation Challenge. So he's in is he in New Zealand as well? He is. We got a lot of Kiwis in the house.
Awesome. Yeah, we are constantly rotating this trending project selection, so everyone can check out as many games as possible from Rosebud. But also here we made sure that we pin the Week of AI character template that will make it easier for you to get started on this game jam, as well as Week of AI story template that Jason is going to be demoing a little bit later. So right now, you can get started by cloning this project, or you can scroll down. And here we also have game templates, which is a great way to begin from scratch. So 2D Playground, Voxel Playground, and the AI character template is also here. All right, so let's now try and clone the Week of AI character template so that I can explain a bit more about the game development interface that we have.
In correction, Jonathan is Australian. He's in Brisbane. So
awesome. Well, that's close, right? So
but close but very far. Therefore, we cannot make a mistake. Yeah.
Cool. So this is the game development interface. Right now on the left screen, you'll be able to see the live view of your game that you're editing. And then on the right side, we have everything you need for game development. Chat tab, where you will chat with our AI Rosie and bring your ideas to life. Then we have code tab, where you will see the source code of your game. And then we have assets tab, where you'll be able to generate assets using our fine-tuned custom models. So then to game creation, we just define 3 steps: prompt, publish, and play. So the first step would be prompt. Here in the text bar, you'll be able to prompt any ideas. We always say that it's best to treat Rosie AI as your collaborator. So make sure that you give her as like context that you would wish to give to your own friend that is working with you on this project, and take it step by step. So the next step is publish. And here in the left corner, you see the publish button. So when you click it, it will generate a special URL that you'll be able to share with your friends, and they will be able to play your game, test it out, and have fun. And the third step is play. Play is clicking on this play button that will just transport you over to your games page, and you'll be able to see
And just
your
jumping in
game.
quickly, this is like a game that's already made. And so if you want to play with it first, just to see, what I guess we can just say hello to Dr. Alara Miles. And if you like the game, that's when you clone it and you can start changing the assets, the characters, other aspects of the game so you can make your own version. So take it as sort of a quick start on how to get a game published on Rosebud.
And for prior knowledge, if those of you who are tuning in, educators who play with CoSpaces, whenever I introduce it to students, or when I introduce it to myself, it's always good to start with something that's already built and deconstruct it to figure out like how it works. So you can go in and then further customize it. So you guys have done an amazing job with this platform of just being able to start somewhere and customize and learn pieces as you go. As you get more advanced, you can start from scratch or
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly the idea. So here it's like, this is one character, but I'm sure, many of you for different types of curriculum, you want to like put a different character, maybe a historical one, maybe one not focused on science and, in the chem lab, but one on, say, I don't know, philosophy or computer science. And so you can change up all of that in the edit tab after you clone. So that's what Farida and Jason will give a more in-depth tutorial on. But here, as you can see, it's a playable game already, and you can share it via URL. So anybody who has a desktop, Chromebook, whatever, they can access this. So they don't need to download any software. Just you have to just share with them the URL. So it's super accessible.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Lisha, for this context. Definitely, like the most important thing is that any games are playable inside of the browser. So any browser that you have, you'll be able to check out these games and play them and share with your friends. Cool. Now, actually, Jason, let's take a quick look at my projects tab. So when you're just getting started, you're already creating your projects. You can go over to them in this menu for my projects. So here, all of the projects that you're working on will appear. And just a quick way to showcase everything, to locate everything that you've been working on. Here, you can also change your username. So in the top, you see this is Jason's username, and you'll be able to change it so that it shows when you share a game under information, people will be able to see your username. And then if people clone your project, it will be shown that they've cloned from your project, and they will see, the credits in your project that will have your username. Cool. Over here in the card. All right. Thank you so much, Jason. So this is for a quick overview. And again, just want to emphasize that we have our Discord community of people who are really eager to help everyone, and team is always online there. So you can click this Discord link and it will transport you over to our Discord, and just chat with us and share your questions over there. And now let's do the exciting part, character creation, that Jason will showcase here.
All right, yeah. So we have a cool demo where we're going to change the character here. This character is defined completely by our description. We describe like their personality, who they are, etc., and then we generate an image for them. So we'll generate a new image and create a new character right now live.
Nice.
Okay, so let's go over. Okay, so I'm going over to template here. I'm cloning just like anybody who's participating in the Game Jam will. You head over to this project. You clone here. There we go. So we have.
Jason just cleared the chat with the character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. I hit the project already has like a reset feature, so you don't have to worry about like the chat being long and you not being able to restart. But let's say we wanted to create a new character. The first step I recommend, you can do this. The great thing about the way Rosebud works is that you can do things in many different orders. There's not really one way to do anything. You can have your own way of doing things, but a recommended way for us to change characters would be to first get an image for the character. So think of the character you want, imagine how they look like. You can go to the asset tab. You can see here that we were generating an alien teacher before, or alien scientist. We can head over here to the asset tab. to generate assets. There are multiple different types of assets you can generate with different styles. We recommend clicking anything without background because it removes backgrounds from your assets. So it's good for characters like this that don't have a background. Where something like this, anything, would be really good if you want to generate the actual background, since of course it won't remove anything. So you can click that, and then let's say we want to generate an, say, alien teacher with a big hat.
And see, I've been generating everything outside of Rosebud. I didn't even know that was a function.
Yeah,
Wow.
and you can do that too. Like if you generate, something outside of Rosebud, you can just upload it. If you,
Yes.
we had some users actually are artists, so they also uploaded their stuff. So we just try to make it easy for you to just use whatever you have, or if you don't have it, you can also generate it within Rosebud.
That's amazing. So, I'm appreciating this because I got a front row seat and I can ask questions.
Yay.
Yeah, another thing you could see, we got a cool wizard hat for our alien teacher. But if you want to have like a character that has like a kind of the full body rather than just the upper body, you can then specify that in your prompt too. So I said full body alien teacher with big hat. You also don't have to wait for each one. You can just keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a cat in a lab coat or something. Yeah.
Cat in a lab coat.
My first AI character game that I made was of Geoffrey Chaucer.
Oh.
Yeah, I in college I was a masochist. I took Middle English.
Well, there you go. Now you can make a lot of character games based on that. So
That's
something
in
to
my
show
head,
for it.
I see each pilgrim being created.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, you can just generate all this character art, and then once you're happy with something that's generated or it's conversational, yeah, exactly. So here you can like just. Are you saying is the interface conversational? If that's what you're asking, it is. So yeah,
Yes.
maybe let's try the cat one. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've already tried the alien one, so
Yeah, let's do the cat. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so now we have our cat in the lab coat. We can just head over to chat tab, and now we can write our prompt. Yep, to make our character. So the first step you want to do is you want to think of the name for the character, and you want to say, please change the character. Their name is Meowington.
good. The third.
Sure, okay. Yeah.
No, I don't know what you're writing. I'm guessing.
I don't know. Yeah,
I imagine
didn't have
him
any-
to be a fancy British cat.
Sure, we can do that. Okay.
Good.
All right. So yes, we will. Okay. So now the next step is to decide who they are. So we can say,
Yeah, what's the personality of Meowington?
a posh.
Does he like lasagna like Garfield?
Oh, you say that. Yeah. So can you teacher that talks about
Lasagna.
during class? Okay, and
was Meowington teach? Meowington teach.
Oh, yeah.
They teach chemistry,
Yeah.
but with a dash of alchemy or something. I feel like they're very like Victorian now.
Okay, and then you use the @ sign on Rosebud to pick your asset. We already have our cat
nice.
laptop over here.
Oh,
Yay!
see, I'm learning little hacks.
Yes. Okay, there we go. And now we can submit that. Awesome. So yeah, in about like 60 seconds, maybe a little bit longer, we should have our new response from Rosie, our AI, and then we'd be able to apply the change and have our new character we can talk to.
And I guess while we wait for that, maybe we can explain where in the code, if people are already developers, they're eager to, I don't know, inspect where in the code they can change.
Sure, yeah.
That's too. But we won't actively change it because Rosie's working hard in the background.
Yes, we'll let Rosie do it. But yep, so we structure the project in a way where if you want to come in and make manual changes and iterate quickly, you can go over here, change the character name here yourself. This is the description right here. Everything about the character is defined here. So whatever you put here is what the character is going to talk like and behave like. And then over here is the link to your background and your image and your character image. And then here also the songs if you want to change the music. This is like a
Yep.
playlist of songs.
So
So, yeah.
in the assets, you have the link, and then you just change the link where these things are in the code. And for computer science classes, like if some teachers will be like, "Oh, this is another way for students to cheat when writing code." No, this is it gives them a launch board to where and deconstruction to me is one of the best ways of learning. And I've learned just so much code in the last couple of weeks from going in. I'm brushing off my code. I haven't taken it since college. So you can even quiz them, because I love how it gives like the line numbers. You can even go in and like quiz them on which line of code does, this go to if you're coding them or quizzing them on a project that they built. You can actually go in and take that. And
yeah, I mean, building on Amanda's point, there's like, you can ask Rosie to explain, code changes, and she can be very educational that way as well. So it's like, if your goal is to kind of actually understand, I mean, this is written in a JavaScript game engine called Phaser. And so you can actually ask like, hey, I want to add music here. What's happening? Okay, there we go. I think Rosie generated something. So let's,
yeah, you
hopefully
see
it's
like,
correct.
yes, it looks like it is correct. So yeah, Rosie explains like what
Sure,
she
let's
did.
change. Yep.
You can hit apply, and then
there we go.
Oh my
God.
Third.
Nice.
So Alara is no more, and so now we have this new teacher. My dear student, you've come to embark on a journey of chemical discovery. Allow me to guide you through the labyrinth of molecular reactions and alchemical transformations. So yeah, we know obviously we'll be hallucinating a bit on what these alchemical transformations are, but yeah, I don't know. Do we have an audience guided comment we want to send to Mowington III to test this out?
Anyone want to ask Meowington a question?
Yeah, maybe let's give him a hard one. It's like, how do you reconcile alchemy with modern chemistry results? I've created this conflict. Yeah, and so likewise, Jason's just changed this entire like kind of game code base, and so when we publish now, it's going to be a new game that doesn't feature Alara anymore, but it's a shareable URL that features Meowington. Highest order. Oh, okay. Alchemy, as you know, is a mystical science that seeks to unravel the secrets of matter and the universe itself. Modern chemistry, on the other hand, is more empirical. Okay, well, at least this is factual. Seems like wow. So very erudite. This might have been part of the description.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah. But actually, if we navigate to the code tab now, kind of again emphasizing Amanda's educational point, you'll see that the description of the character is now completely changed. So the character name is now Meowington III, and the character description is what we've, kind of prompted it to be, which is mastering chemistry and the lost arts of alchemy, despite its status, and it's actually quite fleshed out. And then all of the assets ended up being changed based on the ones that we've generated. And, if you actually navigate to the assets tab, you can copy the URL yourself. But of course, Rosie does that all for you. So you don't have to manually change the code.
Yeah, so that if you are copying, like Lisha said, you hit the copy over to character URL. You can just paste that here.
Exactly. Yeah, you can do that, or you can just rely on Rosie, and she'll be able to do a pretty good job there as well. So that was a different asset. So this is no longer Meowington. Yes. But if we want to change it back, you'll see that actively. Let's just try to.
Yeah, if you want to, you can just do regular undo since you just applied it.
And then reload the changes, and then you'll be able to see that.
How do you do undo?
Just the regular Control Z or Command Z.
Oh, nice.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So most of the usual suspects still work in the code tab.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Yes, and like Lisha was saying, this is a whole new game now. When you hit publish and you take this link for other people to use, they'll now see this when they play. Yep. Of course, they'll have a different chat. They won't have your own chat history.
Yeah, so you can just exactly.
And if you want to restart yourself, you can just hit that, and then you have a new chat again, and you will have your name here. All right. There we go.
We have also prepared an AI story template, so we can go over it if we have time. We can explain it briefly. Yeah.
Yes. So the AI story template is similar to the character one we just showed, except this one, it's a narrator speaking, and you're changing the story, not changing like who's speaking to you.
Yeah. I wish we could also share the sound, but basically there is a sound element to this, which you can obviously mute and unmute.
Yes.
But yeah, it kind of creates a lot of atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah.
I don't know if it's audible right now.
It's not, but I think
Okay.
when folks try it, they can
Yes.
they can be sure to just click on it twice because it's going to default to no sound. But that's certainly an asset that you can also upload your own sounds, your own creations, or just try to generate from your favorite sound generation platform.
Exactly.
And there's a great platform if you want to create your own song to kind of go with it called Suno.com, which we'll be covering that next week for a new challenge. But and then anytime you can always search in Google for free copyright free, royalty free songs. Like with Chaucer, I did this medieval sounding song with like a lyre, or I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, so I think you guys are also having a contest with like creating songs, so you can definitely use those as assets and upload it here and change the background sound.
Yeah, so if you uploaded sounds, you could either manually, once you upload them using the upload button here, you could then copy the URL and paste them inside the song playlist, or you can just paste basically do add the name of your song and then say add this to the song playlist to Rosie.
And then Rosie will do it for you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. So I've been doing all this manually and trying to figure it out. These little shortcut tips are so helpful. I've been underutilizing the chat.
And she's still so prolific. I think Amanda made like 19 games in 30 hours.
Crazy.
So incredible. Well, still that order of magnitude. So yes, let that be an inspiration for all the participants. And
I told you on Twitter, once I got access, I was like, oh my gosh, what rabbit hole have we opened here?
Yes.
I will not sleep tonight.
Yeah. We aim to make it fun, so hopefully this helps people create a lot of content for their students. Yeah. All right. Well, I think Jason was going to explain how to deal with this template. I mean, should we give a sense of how to play it? So the narrator explains what you're doing. This is obviously a Harry Potter fan fiction template, so you can do your own kind of version of whatever. This is not necessarily educational, but
it is, because if you're teaching literature, you could have them, ask questions about the plot, the book, the characters, characterization. So
yeah. So people can actually describe the background of those things and explore. Yeah. That's a really good one. Actually, when we clone it, we can try that. We can actually. What's a book that people are kind of studying and want to create content for right now?
For high school, The Great Gatsby, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do a clone of The Great Gatsby.
Short stories, yellow wallpaper, like covering feminism and gender stereotypes and madness and
So shall we start with an asset, Jason? Let's Great Gatsby. Let's generate and this instead of without background, we should use anything. We'll just use the anything tab.
Yeah.
So we'll generate anything and we can describe, I don't know, like 1920s. Do we want
dapper white male?
Or like if this is a party scene, should we just do what is it?
Party.
Long Island, party, old money.
Old money party.
Old money party. Let's see. I think the AIs are smarter than us.
Oh, is it possible for it to make a sprite sheet by Rosebud.AI, then implement it according to expression of the character? If the question makes the character happy, it sets the frame to happy.
You'll have to. We don't output sprite sheets in this beta yet. So the ways that people have kind of cheated it is just having, I guess, different characters, and then they would, or different character frames, and then it would put it in there. I think Jason's actually made a couple of versions of that, so he can speak in more
Yes.
detail.
Yeah, no, what Lisha saying is correct. You pretty much you have like different images for the different states of the character, but you make sure they all look like the same character. Then you basically ask Rosie to make it switch depending on whatever the context is. Like let's say when the character falls down, then they should be sad. Then it will just switch to the sad image you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This
You
is
guys
kind of more
have-
like an ad.
You
Yes,
you guys have like a novel, interactive novel project
Yes.
that
Yeah,
has
we can
that
show
with
people
the
that
character
too.
that kind of
Yeah. Well, we'll just like maybe add one of these generations just as an example. But I
Sure.
saw somebody was asking about the LLM underneath the hood. So actually, what we have is an agent framework. So we have both custom models that we've created, and also just like more just general open APIs. And so what happens is, as you can see, you can ask Rosie a lot of things. You can ask her about game ideas to code implementations to asset generation. And so the agent framework is kind of like deciding what models should be used underneath the hood and orchestrating that as well. So it's a long way of saying we actually don't have like one LLM that we're using. We've fine-tuned and created some ourselves, and also are using some of the more, well-known ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think most educational platforms that are out there pull from a variety of LLMs. So I think that's
Familiar territory.
familiar
Yeah.
to everyone.
Mm.
Excellent. Oh, great. Yeah. Okay.
And are
So
you using Dolly for the image generation, or?
actually, no. I think we fine-tuned versions of Stable Diffusion ourselves, and then I think the general
Nice.
model is actually just like one of the more,
Very nice.
Right, so we could pick our asset here. Just pick one of these.
Please change the story in The Great Gatsby.
Oh,
You know, that little hack is a game changer for me. The
Sure.
@ and then pick your asset. Ugh.
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
the app feature is awesome. I remember when it first got added, I was very happy about it too.
Yeah. It's like a user request.
Yes.
We responded to.
Oh, and in the Discord, there's a place for suggestions for features. If you're playing or you're, game making and you think of something that would just kind of streamline the process, or you think it'd be a great feature, you can add it in the Discord, and you guys are really good at like actively implementing new feature requests. So
Yeah. No, we're just like happy that the Discord is such a good channel for our users to communicate with us. So definitely we pay a lot of attention and try to set up a process where they can submit requests and people vote on it from the community. And it just gives us like a much better view of what people want. As you can see here as well, there's like a tip that loads while you're waiting. And so most of the contributions here were gathered by the team from our beta testers. So this one is like Aubrey, that was his screen name on Discord. And some of the things that people realize is you don't just ask Rosie for code, you can ask her for ideas of like what to do next. And she actually takes the context of the code that was already created for the game to make suggestions. So really treat her as kind of like a companion co-pilot persona rather than just, some autocomplete.
Mm. All right.
The other thing that might not be obvious here, because we're not sharing the sound, is that when the generation is complete, there's like a little ping that she makes. And so if you navigate to another tab and are working on another project on Rosebud, it's actually you'll be able to be alerted when the generations are done. So many people actually in the beta tester group, just like they're opening several projects at once, they're like pinging Rosie and working on different parts of every project. And so they'll just get pinged. And so you're not kind of stuck waiting for 60 seconds at every request.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess as we're waiting here, should we show off some of the other templates that people might be interested in cloning? Like you were mentioning visual novel.
Yeah, the visual novel looks cool. Just from that English, humanities background, like students being able to create, do a writing piece and then extend it and create an interactive component. I know back when I was big into AR VR, I've kind of drifted away from that scene a little bit. 51 Degrees North, I think was the name of the app that was interactive storytelling with an AR component. And a lot of teachers like jumped in and had students kind of try to design their own. So I think this makes that accessible. And then I would love to see the backbones of a game, a game. That's going to be my next venture. I've done the character AI. I'm still playing. It doesn't have to be conversation. Like it's conversational, but it doesn't have to be just blump, blump, blump. You can embed. If you ask Rosie in the chat, how can I make a breakout using, this character AI? What's a good breakout prompt? It's going to give you suggestions to make the chat more interactive, where the character actually quizzes the student and ask questions. So that's another thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, with that, there was a little bit of a mix-up with the asset. When that happens, it seems like the story change seemed good, but it was the wrong asset that Rosie provided. That does happen sometimes. So in that case, you can just go and manually paste the asset like this.
And that's what I've been doing this whole time. So that little shortcut's nice.
Yeah, might be faster.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot faster.
Yeah. So totally fine. We can show folks how to do that.
And our stories here, which we can copy.
We get another question. Will it be possible later to export games into exe files to submit to any third-party platform?
Because it's browser based, I mean, right now you can submit to itch as a iframe, but for like other, like they have to support browser based games because it's like already it's already on the browser. So if it's like a console, I think like when we're talking to Xbox, they also have some way to expose browser based games, but it wouldn't be like a compiled game like that you could make on Unity. Yeah, maybe a follow-up question is like, what platforms were you interested in submitting to? Oh, there you go. We have Great Gatsby. Acid is correct.
Yes. Now we just have to
wait for their, yeah.
There you go. As long as I didn't mess anything up, we should be. Yeah, if it's taking a while, I can just do a reset.
Nice.
I told Jason when we were rehearsing that he shouldn't worry about things like suddenly not working, because I will say that this is like a live presentation. We decided to do it live just because it's much more interesting this way, and we can troubleshoot live as well since we're in closed beta. So Jason, I'm saying it right now, so don't stress it.
Okay. Yeah.
As teachers who use technology all the time and it doesn't work, we're used to this. So we got another question. Are the games for this game jam required to be posted on Twitter, or can they be published to the Rosebud Showcase channel like the previous game jam?
Well, yeah, we require this in our rules. So please post your games on Twitter and tag Amanda, tag Rosebud, and do the hashtags WeekofAI 2024 and RosebudAI Game Jam.
Yeah, and for reference, I'm building out the game jam showcase or the page on WeekofAI.ai this week. So this video will be embedded, the rules will be embedded, and the form will all be embedded there. So you have everything in a one-stop page, one-stop shop. And I'll also be providing links to some tutorials. So if you're Discord shy and you want to slowly enter into into Discord, you can start kind of there and then post it in the Game Jam channel there when you're done, and then again on Twitter. Dr. Harp says living in the beta. I used to sign all my emails, living life in beta, Amanda Fox.
So true. Ship now, YOLO.
Yeah, I think I'm on Amanda 100.2.
Yeah, we're all self-improving. That's the idea.
As while this is going, also you said you wanted to take a look at the visual novel template or the other full Rosebud games that have been posted recently.
On the what?
No, I was checking like, you were mentioning that you wanted to take a look at the visual novel template or maybe some.
Oh yeah, the visual novel. I think that would be awesome. It's something that I've cloned and I started picking through, like trying to conceptualize like what story do I have to tell in this format. So
Awesome.
I
Okay,
think just kind of showing who's watching what's possible.
I'll open that up.
The whole point of today is to give people a launch pad and the capacity to understand the platform enough to imagine what's possible and to get the imagination turning, because yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we can also show them some of the other game ones created by the community that are not, narrative based. But yeah, let's start with this. This is super cute.
Awesome. Yeah. So we have like a template here. This one, it does require a little bit more manual pasting, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. We have a small tutorial to help guide on how to do that. But yeah, pretty much it's like we have like easy to change background, and then you have these. You paste like, for example, like a message here, and then these messages will come up throughout the story as you go. Yeah, there's just already like a place for people to enter their name and things like that. Yeah, and then you have your a visual novel template, so you can focus on your story instead of having to create this whole project and all the surrounding stuff.
We get a thank you for the session today, really helpful. And I recognize Dell. Dell, I recognize your name from the Discord. You're very active in the Discord, so.
He's actually our second place game jam winner that we just hosted. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So if we have time, we can also just share the reel. It's about 2 minutes long of like the submissions from there. If people wanted to whet their appetite about like what's possible in Rosebud, there's some really cool stuff that people made. It's definitely like much more creative than I was able to, even get out of Rosebud. So
yeah, you guys did the announcement at 11 p.m. last night. I tried so hard to like stay up, but
no worries. You gotta many conferences to run. Yeah, no, we recorded as well. So this reel it shows off like all the things that were made in the submission.
Do you have a link to that so I can share it in the chat to the Game Jam announcement?
We didn't post it yet, but we should. Let's like kind of post it, and then at least the reel in the presentation so people can refer to it when Amanda shares. Yeah.
Roberto, we have this unlisted, so if you just give it a good title, we can just share the link and make it public.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I have the link right here. I set it to Can Play. Anybody with link Can Play. Should I paste it right now?
Sure.
Yeah, we can even show folks maybe in glimpse.
Okay. Or I play on my end. Okay.
But it's not sharing sound, right?
Sound,
yeah.
Can you reshare with sound, or is this just like a setting thing?
I think if you share it with me and let me share my screen, I can have the sound.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, let's just share the link with Amanda then.
Sure. Okay, I put it here. Just pasted the link.
Oh, I think she won't be able to access this link, Jason. So Roberto, if you can share the link for YouTube.
The YouTube link. Yeah, because this is just a presentation.
Yeah, I did set it so anybody can play with the link, but
cool.
we can do.
Oh, really? Okay, so that works.
Yeah, it's working. Is there a specific slide you want me to?
It should be like the fourth, third.
It should be easier if we just gave her the YouTube link, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's the third slide, but or you can just go to the YouTube link.
Oh. Third?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully it works, because normally my audio is fine. Oh goodness. I have 50 tabs open. I gotta find the tab I'm gonna share.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, just play.
Is this the right one? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right,
Do it.
let's cross our fingers. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody made a music visualizer. The theme of this last game jam was dreams, and so people really took it in very different directions.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, very neat.
So yeah, as you can see, there's a huge variety of stuff you can create, and we've kind of just scratched the surface with today's tutorial. So yeah, pretty excited about what we can see from this group.
Oh gosh, now I just want to go and play some of those games to figure out the mechanics and the code under the hood.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. And they're published too. So if you guys want to get started by just modifying that and just get your hands dirty a little bit, it's easy to. So
Yeah, there were a couple of those. So I was like, ooh, like I
yeah,
want to play with that. I want to play with that one.
I know.
Clone it and customize. Yeah. Yeah, and the beautiful thing is like you can even like combine codes. Like if this game has this feature, or if this game has that one, and you want the functionality in one game, you can go in and copy paste and Frankenstein it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you guys want to share or show, or?
Yeah. We're here
All
for
right.
questions, and yeah, I mean, thank you for giving us the occasion to run this game jam with you guys.
We've got a quick question here. How can I have my middle school students explore this amazing platform? Can they also create accounts with RosebudAI? I told you that was coming.
Yes. Well, we are sharing the code, so I guess it's more of there's like a, in our terms of service, as with most apps, we want people to be over 13, but if they have supervision from you, then it's probably okay to use it. So just kind of be aware of that. But other than that, the code works for anyone who has a Google account. So that's how you can log in.
WeekofAI code?
Yes, it's with
Yes.
AI, and I think Amanda will also be sharing the code with you all in the newsletter. But just to remind everyone, maybe we can go back to the slide with the code, which is just WeekofAI. And when you log in, there is a waitlist code that you can use on Rosebud. And just make sure to put that in there.
This is from our sleep game
Oh, that's
jam.
your sorry.
Yes, no worries.
Yes, I need to-
Roberto can paste the link and the code in the chat.
Or we can reshare on our side. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, and again, follow Rosebud on Twitter, join the Discord, and the community is amazing. And feel free to tag WeekofAI on Twitter as well. There's a lot of us that are going to be entering this realm of game making, so we're all here to support each other. And like Friday, there's a teacher in Malaysia who's using it in really cool ways, but his prompting for the AI character is so much better than mine. So we're meeting up on Friday. If anyone wants to join, I can share that with you guys. But we're just gonna get in and kind of tinker, make and break things. And
yeah.
Is there okay? Yeah, is there a limit to the size of the game? And I think you just responded, no technical limit, just harder to code when it gets longer.
And we're trying to make that limit, wider and wider. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. So when you run into technical difficulties, like ping us. We're always on Discord, and we'll make sure to. And the community is really eager to jump in to help. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much just for. Gosh, it's been a great month. I think I just found you guys 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I know. We're so glad that you found us. It's just like the enthusiasm. This is exactly what we imagined. It was one of the most powerful use cases. So yeah, really, really thrilled to be doing something so quickly together since you've onboarded onto the platform.
And you guys are all based all over the world. Lisha, I was fortunate to meet you last week in San Francisco, so it was really cool to make that personal relationship connection. She's really sweet, guys. So are the rest of you, and very helpful. So be in touch. Make sure you're communicating. We got 2 more comments here. Casually create. So what is it? Tetrabyte game. Let's see. And then, yep. Awesome. So WeekofAI, get in there, use that code, create your account, skip that wait list, because I promise you, when I first found it, I wanted now. So I went and started tagging them on Twitter. And they're like, join the Discord. And I was number 5,000 on the wait list or something. And I kept sharing my code to jump the wait list.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. This is a special community, so we definitely have codes for you all. Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see what all of you make. Again, the competition runs through May 10th, so you have some good time to jam with us. And again, a game jam, it doesn't require expert skill coding. It doesn't even require a finished game. It's the concept, the creativity, the use of AI that'll all be the parameters of criteria for judging. And you'll be also judged by your community of educators, the retweets that you like, and the shares on Twitter. So thank you for joining us. Again, check WeekofAI.ai later this week. All of this will be on a page for you to reference. And we'll see you next time. So bye.
Thank you.